See, and this is what I end up doing. I'm like, I know exactly where I want to head towards. I dropped a pin earlier. That's a thorn and a half there. Well, let's see. Yeah, so this is, well, shoot. Now I'm looking over there. There's those two. Let's get on top of here and I might be able to triangulate myself better. Oh wow, the trees up there. I think it's that way. I know I didn't come up very far. I just wanted to get a good look. Look how quick from down there to up here. That's a big elevation gain. Real fast. So really I don't think it matters too much as long as I just kind of go that way. But I think I'm going to take this high side to the left so that I don't end up in a deep notch. That is some crazy drainage right there. See, that's what I don't understand here. Okay. There's no place where it directly drains right there. So is that just where it, yeah, I guess just cascades over the edge, but like, I don't know, it seems like because of that drain spot, there would have been something focusing the water right here. And this doesn't make it seem like it does. My theory, I guess, is that something else was here. Something broke and fell or changed after that. Formed that little pathway. Okay, maybe I can do it this way. Kinda, sorta. Doesn't matter if I can get back this way, so I just jump here. Not bad. Okay, that's where I would have come through from the other side of this monolith. This thing's huge too. I went up on the other piece of it there, but they're both massive. Okay, so I guess if you want to get a general lay of the area, you know, you have big mound, littler mound. But the only trouble I think I've ever had out here at all was when you turn around to come back. It's really easy just to not recognize anything that you just did. So out here, I think the only trouble you get into is when it goes downhill that way, and it just makes it so that actually trying to get out is a lot harder because you're going, you know, up and down. Most everywhere out here is like finger canyons, and you have the dips between the fingers. So if you start crossing the fingers instead of getting up to the hand and going first, you know. this way. I keep losing the big hill out of my vision, but I think I can just follow this way for a long ways. You know, the other thing too is if you were to take off and go that way, there's only two things you can run into at the end of your journey. That's a creek or a road. So I don't know, I never feel like there's any kind of danger out here, because the only ways that you can go, you know, lead you towards pathways that take you back to the start again. So but it's always good to have an understanding of where you are. That's a pretty good drain right there. I'm gonna follow this way right now just because there's some awesome trees back here with some red color. But this is essentially the end of the area I pointed to for my left excursion. So I'm gonna have to go right and then kind of leftish as I did. See, if I keep following this up, that's gonna take me to the other side, basically towards the bigger chunk of rocks out here. So I've done that when I was leaving, where I cut too early, get over to that cliff and like, wait a minute. Or the same thing, you know, cut over too late. It almost looks like somebody was making a lean, gave up.